Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently working on getting some coring done here. We'll get that done soon enough. I do want to eventually move into attacking Portuguese California. They are the only ones bordering us that are not actually in the coalition. So they're the only ones that we can realistically attack. But for right now, that's definitely not what we're going to be targeting. We're taking attrition here. We should probably move down somewhere where we're not. And we'll do something along the lines of that. Now, I don't think there's much point in building additional town halls at this moment. Reason being, we're about to get additional admin cap out of our government reforms, right? So I think that's reasonably fine. We'll get this core made, although we really should probably save up and get these cores done as soon as we can. So we'll get those done eventually. We've got a bunch of town halls queued up right now, but I want to work a bit on our economy. Yeah, there's a few decent economies here. We can also build a couple of states, which we would be delighted to do. We'll get those going, and that means, of course, that we need more admin power, and we have too few seats in Parliament. So we'll pass these on out. British Louisiana entered into a military coalition. That's fine. For the time being, we're not too concerned about that. We want to get our non-full cores going. We want to get our territorial cores going right now. And I definitely want to get a couple of these great temples built. Spanish West Indies unrivaled us. Okay. We do need to be working pretty heavily towards getting our Miltech up, right? That is something that we need. These guys are all on Miltech 25, but we're not going to be ahead of time in Miltech for much longer. Yeah, 3 years. We definitely need to work on that. I think that we probably don't attack anybody until our Miltech comes up. Is the current theory, which will be a little bit. No doubt about that. That will take some time. Let's get this core going, and then we need 59 for this other territorial core. We have too few seats in Parliament again, and we are just going to grant that out. No problem. Cool. Next month tick is not quite going to give us what we need here, but we have some British Louisianan separatists out over this way. No problem. Next month tick, and we'll get this core going. There's a conversion finishing. There's that core underway. Wonderful. Let's sort this by unity here. There we go. Much better. Let's get our religious unity up, crush some of these rebels. Ah, we can start annexation over here. Do so. Beautiful. How are we doing here? We've got a ways to go yet on the improved relations, so that'll be a bit. Cool. We'll sort by cost now, and we can definitely just start going down this coring line. That'll be absolutely fine. There's that government reform. So we're going to immediately grab l'État c'est moi and get ourselves 250 admin cap. I love it. Checking in on great temples here. There are a couple more to build. We'll get those queued. And then in terms of level 1 temples, none to be built there. Workshops, 2. And then beyond that, we're probably just going to put money into manufactories for now. Getting additional... Hang on. Oh, we annexed these guys. Right. Let's just get rid of them. I believe that we don't have enough... Yeah, we don't have enough to make another army. So that's fine. We're currently low on our military wages, right? Our military upkeep. That's a little on the low side right now. Let's move these guys southward and then these guys down to here for purposes of not taking attrition. That would be helpful. And we can continue to convert. That'll be great. Growth of the port, sure. And we'll just make our way through these cores here. Base manpower or 2 base manpower for 60 ducks. We'll take the 2 base manpower. Thank you very much. We'll continue to work on manufactories for the time being. We definitely want to crank up our income. We just lost our Grand Captain. Okay, what can we take here? We can get this land force limit modifier. He's also a +3, so that will get us our Miltech 26 a little bit faster. April of 1734. Okay. That seems reasonable. We will continue to core, of course, and continue to make manufactories where we can. We don't have the cash for it right now. Do we want to fill out our exploration ideas? There's not really a reason to do it. Other than just waiting for enlightenment, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab that, and then we'll grab this second one pretty quickly. Our ideas did advance, and Canada rivaled us. Okay, they're very rude, those Canadians, but whatever. They don't like their Aztec neighbors very much for some reason. I can't imagine why. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with the fact that we have 112 aggressive expansion. Oh boy. That's so much aggressive expansion. So much. There's a reason we're chilling right now, and we're deliberately not attacking Portuguese California, even though we have an opportunity to. Oh, they're Miltech 26 now. Okay. We'll take the religious regiments, thank you very much. Rather than losing a stability, absolutely. We'll continue to core here. And once these cores get finished, then we'll be able to make our last couple of states. Beautiful. Did these guys convert it? No. They are our religion. Okay, whatever. Sure, that's fine. We're completely fine with that. So we'll get these cores underway. We're actually getting pretty close to being done coring. A skill 3 natural scientist. That's admin, isn't it? We've got this inflation reduction right now, but he's 50% cheaper to employ. 10% production efficiency. Do it. I'd love to have the admin power. What? I hired the wrong one. I hired the wrong one. Okay. 29 July. I wanted not this guy. I wanted this guy. Okay, there we go. Perfect. That'll do the trick. Yeah. That'll basically pay for himself and give us extra admin power. So that's wonderful. We'll make our way through that a little bit faster. We can get this conversion underway, of course, and continue to core. Are we going to get all of these cored before this is done coring? I think so. That's a good sign. I like it. We're definitely going to attack Portuguese California. The question is when. Certainly not before we get Miltech 26, I think. Everybody around us is going to be reaching Miltech 26 pretty soon. Yeah. We definitely don't want to show any weakness before then. We can spend ducks on this. This is fine. Cool. So we don't want to show any weakness right now. We do not want to declare a war. I think that's very clear. I want to check in on Great Temples here. There are 2 that are worth building right now. Temples? None. Workshops? None. So we'll put it into manufactories. Beautiful. Okay. That's a core finishing and a conversion finishing as well. We'll make this into a state. Beautiful. And we'll get those cores made. So this is going to be done in 2 September. We'll definitely need a little bit more admin power. But this portion should be done pretty soon. I would not mind getting Admin Tech 24. But we should probably think about expanding somewhat soon. We can make a state here. As expected. And now we know how much admin power it's going to be. The answer is not a lot. We'll get this core going. Beautiful. Now we can finish out exploration ideas, which I definitely think we should do mostly... Oh, we actually get a free policy here. Land leader, maneuver, movement speed. I like it. None of these others are in here. Okay, sure. We'll get these cores done. But we're not going to attack Portuguese California for sure until we have Miltech 26. That's also going to give us combat width and land morale and new infantry. So it'll take us a little bit to get set up after we get that. But I think that's fine. We have a lot of conversion to do still. And we still have some coring that needs to happen. So there's some time here. November of 1732. So about a year and a half. Okay. The neighbor bonus is definitely helping that. How are we doing on Enlightenment? We're mostly going to get it by taking over Portuguese California, aren't we? That's mostly how that's going to work, I think. It is spreading reasonably from our capital, so that's good. It's also spreading in some other areas. It's currently in 5% of our development, so we're making some progress there. I do want to get more manufactories built. Beautiful, and we'll get that core done. Only one core to go here. Excellent. And that's only 3 months away. Cool. There's a conversion done. We'll get another one going. We're almost to 80% religious unity, so that's a very, very good sign. In fact, we don't have all that much provincial unrest now. Well, Ho-Chunk, yeah, these actually have quite a bit. They're just a ways away. Okay. Lose 50 military power? No, we cannot afford that. We need all of the military power we can get our hands on right now. So there's all of our coring done. Debase currency. Okay, that's not great. A couple of bad events in a row there. We also don't really have the military power to get leadership for a war. We would have to give our ruler or heir leadership. That's slightly dangerous in terms of stability. We don't really care if they die, to be clear. But in terms of stability, that's slightly dangerous. So I think that we should definitely chill for a little while longer. I really want to attack Portuguese California. I just don't quite think that we have the capacity to fend off, like, various European powers, Britain, Spain, and the coalition, while fighting this over here. We just don't want that to be combined. But there's Miltech 26. Beautiful. So now we're going to get ourselves set up here. We're going to need to switch over to Westernized American Plains Infantry. We can get a conversion going, and so we definitely will. And we'll need to increase our combat width here. So our combat width is now 40. So we go to 20 and 16 for each of our units here. Once that's all done, we can start moving some troops around for a potential war. And is that all of them being built? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll have that happen. No debate in Parliament right now. We should probably figure something out here. Land maintenance modifier reduction, or just gain a stability? You know what? Let's gain a stability. I like it. That'll be solid. Okay. Noted. MP and Scandal. Sure, whatever. We're not trying too hard to get this through right now. Okay, we're at 2309. Our forces are going to be replenished, or rather fully built back to their current specified standards soon. We can move down this direction. We'll need to wait until such a time as we have enough military power to recruit 2 generals. Which, how much is it per general? 52? So we need 104 military power for that. Okay. So that definitely makes us a lot stronger, right? Like a whole lot stronger. No doubt about that. We're going to need to also increase our army maintenance, of course. There we go. We're a little bit low on our income, but that's why we've been building economic buildings, so we can keep working on that. Beautiful. Now we have enough to get our leadership here. We'll recruit a general. And we'll recruit a second general. This general's kind of mediocre. This general's okay. And what do they actually have? They have 41k. We should actually stick our armies kind of close together. Depending on leadership, they could potentially beat a single one of our armies. We may want to bring a third army up. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to bring this army to here. And then I'm going to bring this army to here. And then I'm going to bring this army up to here. There we go. We can annex here, can't we? Yes, we can. Beautiful. We'll pull this guy back. We'll get those annexations underway. These are not actually progressing. Our diplomatic reputation is too low. Right, because they keep smearing us. We should probably just not even bother with this right now, then. Lose 100 ducats? Sure. We'll continue our conversion here, and we're just going to wait for our third army to get up here. Does this army need leadership? we can give it, like, our air. Mediocre, but sure. That'll do. So we're getting into position here, and we're going to declare this war shortly. This should be overkill. We shouldn't have any major problems there. We're going to purge the manpower here. We gain a lot of manpower as is. Ooh, a free stability. Sure. Okay, we're actually going to position these guys down over here. But let's go ahead and declare this. I think we're ready to do this. So we're going to go in here, here, here. This way we have forces nearby, just in case. Ooh. That's a good amount of cash. Can we do something here? No, we need to be at peace, of course. We'll force them to pay. That's okay. And from there, we will, of course, continue... Nope, not that. We'll continue to invest in our manufactories. Wonderful. Okay, so we need to move up something like so. We need to keep our armies kind of close together. The real question is... where is Portugal... or rather, Portuguese California's army? We currently don't see them, which is slightly spooky. I'd like to swing up this way and then push over towards the sea, clear this up, and then head up California, would be the idea. And the Portuguese Cascadia is up here that we can also think about taking eventually. Eventually. For now, we're going to push in over here. We see no sign of their military. We're getting no resistance whatsoever at this moment. Now, this is controlled by Portugal here. That's not Portuguese California. So we're going to have that little bit of border guard there. Not ideal, for sure. We're just going to head up through here and occupy all of this territory that we can. I'll send these guys down here for now. We're a little bit spread out here, so if they were to come in over here, it could be theoretically problematic. But they don't appear to be interested in it, and... they're really not defending themselves at this moment. Cool. I mean, we outnumber them 3-1, right? So it's not, I guess, shocking. I don't even know where their forces are, though. Which is slightly spooky. No doubt about that. That's definitely slightly spooky. But we'll head through here, and these guys can head down Baja California, get that under control. We can convert another province, and so we absolutely will. How much can we even get out of this? We probably can full annex this, right? I mean, it probably causes some issues. Yeah, this peace offer value is very low. So we can definitely full annex them. Okay, noted. I'm not sure we want to. We'll see. We'll head up over this way for now. There's just no resistance as of right now, which is certainly intriguing. They must be hanging out up here in the mountains. They're currently offering us peace. So they just don't want anything to do with this war. They're just chilling in their capital. Okay. Cool. So they're moving up here. We're going to move up ourselves, like so. They stack wiped our ally there, but we're bringing in our reinforcements. We were losing this battle until our reinforcements showed up. Keep in mind, we're intended to fight like this, 2 armies together. We're going to bring these guys on over. That's going to take a while to get there. They'll get their separatism. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. Cool. We can actually bypass up over this way. I love it. So this looks completely free. Or, well, not completely free, but pretty free. We're actually going to walk straight through that. No problem there. We can continue to convert, of course, and so we shall. We're at 410 admin power right now. It's going to cost 1467 to core this. So that's definitely noted. That's going to take some time. That's very clear. And yeah, this is all under control now. No problem over there. So this is going to make people upset, right? Aggressive expansion and all that, but it's not been a problem for us, to be honest. What is Portuguese Cascadia going to think about this? Okay, they're going to get the full amount. They're probably going to join the coalition against us, which would mean that we would not be able to... Oh, our navigator died. Which would mean that we're not going to be able to expand up this way, most likely. Is Canada in the coalition? Yes, they are. Okay. Noted. But this is probably fine. It's probably fine. Sure, we'll send them 100 ducats. And this is now fully occupied at this point. So that's pretty over. They'll accept this. We'll take all of their gold as well. It's a lot of overextension, so as usual, we're going to need to chill. But there we go. We'll send these guys down to about here. We'll keep these guys up in the north of California, and we'll send these over to somewhere around here. That looks good. We'll sort by overextension, and I'm just thinking here. We're probably best off to do this number, making our way up like so, just to get as many of these overextension causing cores happening as we can. Cool. So we're going to have some internal issues, right? No doubt about that. I want to check in on great temples here. There's actually some really solid ones. There we go. I want to check in on regular temples. Nothing, as expected. And workshops, only one. Cool. We'll build a few manufactories. And there we go. Portugal entered into a coalition against us. We'll see if they actually do anything. Portugal is actually the main threat to us there, but they're not that strong. The main problem would be if they decide to trigger this coalition and, you know, like literally everyone over here, plus Portugal, decides to attack us. Britain, I don't think... Yeah, Britain and Spain aren't going to be in that. Portugal will, though. So we'll see. We have some separatists up over here. That'll do for now. And Portuguese Cascadia. That was expected. Pawnee separatists out over here. Sure, we'll deal with them shortly. Diplomatic power? No, we don't need that, actually. Let's head directly down here. I don't think we get there in time. But, yeah, we don't get there in time. I was hopeful, but I shouldn't have been. We'll get that core going. That seems okay. And so far, it seems like these guys aren't willing to trigger their coalition war, which is a little weird, right? It feels like they'd win that. Legitimacy questioned, sure. The Sioux separatists out over here, that's to be expected. Them we should definitely immediately go after. There's a conversion finishing up successfully. So we'll go for this, since that's a little shorter. These are very, very long. Appoint new diplomats. A minor inconvenience? Yup. Overextension is going to be a thing for a bit. Absolutely. So this is the next core that we should go for. We should head up over this way, get that taken back. Heretics converted. Beautiful. And we will continue to convert here. Why is this so slow anyway? Oh, because they're territorial cores. Sure. So these guys should actually head over to Ho Chunk, and that'll be fine. Trade dispute CB against Portugal. Sure. Okay, so AE of America's actually only 54. That's going to go away pretty soon. Canada's is 130. That's a ways away. Spanish West Indies is 57. They're going to be leaving that pretty soon as well. 182 for Peru. Fair enough. 340 for Portuguese Brazil. Yeah. Rio de Prata is actually only 10. So we are going to see some of these guys leaving the coalition fairly soon if we don't get declared on before then. Here in a few years. By the time we get all of this coring done, quite possibly. So that's a good sign. The next core that we should go after, of course, is this one. So that'll be solid. Our governing cap is filling up, but that's to be expected. Our level of splendor is currently ready to go up. We could grab Napoleonic warfare. That seems doable. And I think that's the best thing that we can grab here. Beautiful. Better artillery versus fort sounds great. And we can now head down over here. We do get a rebellion up that way. I'm going to send this unit to go deal with it. I don't feel like we need 2 units this close together. So that should be fine. It is, however, time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll see if we can get some of these guys to leave the coalition against us. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.